everyone, welcome back to another episode with me, Bellfire, and today we're back in Space Engineers, as you can clearly see, and we are in the creative mode world. You may be wondering, why exactly am I in the creative mode world when in the last episode I was in the middle of working on the new base? Well, that is actually quite simple. Currently, I am developing a new mech. That's the base mech over there, nearly finished. I'll show you that one real quick. Long story short, it has a secondary arm. That secondary arm has some pretty big guns. This is a placeholder just simply because I'm still finding a actual use for this one. Haven't found one yet. Or an actual weapon for this one. Haven't found one yet. Then we have four M100V Prometheus focused beam lance. We have 4 of them on the forearm. And then 3 LS5 MG100 Warrior Heavy Gatling guns. We have 3 of those. Those are nasty, and they fit, if I'm going to be blunt, they look to fit perfectly on the arm. I love it. I'm in love with how they work. So, the thing I'm currently working on, entirely separate project, is this right here. No, and for those of you wondering, no, the base mech is not done yet. I'm still working on it. And yes, if you all want, I will upload it when it's done. It's not done yet. I'm still working on it. But this project is, I'll say it's my pet project. It's nowhere near close to done. But basically, the whole goal of this mech project here is to be, or more accurately, is to have modular armor. By that I mean, you can be basically destroyed, or your armor can be basically destroyed, but underneath you are still fully functional. That's why this entire thing is being made out of heavy armor. And I'm doing something that isn't necessary on a mech of this size. I'm using pistons as movement. And no, this is not necessary. I'm just doing it because I want to. And then all of this stuff, to put it simply, is going to be extra armor that can be used to protect the rotor and the hip hinge. Also, none of this is named yet. I should probably name it all. I haven't gotten to that point. I've just been primarily focusing on actually building out the mech so that I'm happy with its shape. And that's another raider drop pod. Let me... That's one other thing I will note that is active in this world is all of the NPC spawns. Trying to turn enough is slightly difficult in a vehicle this big. Oh Lord. Oh, there we go. It's at least aiming towards it slightly. Yep. And that is why I like this thing. Because it is nasty. As you can clearly see, as it's hitting shot after shot. So let me go ahead and clean this up. Looks like you destroyed what you were trying to. Nice. And yes, it can automatically reset to its initial position, which I am so happy about. You have no idea. But it's using, I think it's Izzy's? Maybe. TCES, edit. TCE. Yeah, this one. Who's it by? I'm going to figure out who this is by, so give me a second while I figure that out. If the Steam page would load. Alright, I'll be back. Never mind. It's from Whiplash. Whiplash 141 made this script. And it works well. But back to this, my current project. Yeah, right now I'm not happy with how high this is, so what I'm thinking I'm going to do is drop all this by a block. All this upper section here. Drop it all by a block. So that way, and then drop this piece right here down by one more block. And I don't know why I got... Well, no, if I leave it at that height, then I can give a reason as to why there are merge blocks. The reason there are merge blocks is for it to be able to, put it simply, just discard its broken armor. That's the whole point. Yeah, I know you can argue that's pretty wasteful, and all the other arguments you all want to make. But personally, my whole viewpoint on it is, oh yeah, you've ruined all of your armor. Why keep it? When it can pretty simply be ground down and just replaced. That's the whole point of these. Copy settings, copy all. Paste. Also, I will say building mechs with build vision is significantly easier. There we go. So then I need to drop all this down by one block, which will be very interesting to say the least. That includes this rotor here. So that means I want... How am I even going to do that? I mean, here's an idea. Merge block there. Merge block there. And hope and pray Clang does not break this. If Clang breaks this, I will be very upset. I should have seen that coming. Of course. Oh, I love it when that happens. Excuse me. Alright, there we go with all that. Then... I don't think I'll be able to place this back on here. No matter how hard I try. Unless I get lucky by doing something like this, which I'm notoriously known for not having luck doing. No. I said no. You know what? This might work. Aw, man! Yeah, this part is typically the most difficult for me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this won't work for one simple reason, and that reason is that I am currently trying to place it, yep, on top of rotors. And rotors, not rotors are notorious for not wanting to share their space. Honestly, that was kind of close. So I don't think it's fully a lost cause. But what I'll go ahead and do is replace this one so it's evenly weighted again. Copy settings, paste. There's that. Wait a second. Wait, what? What? Okay, then. That is significantly weird. So you just don't want to be placed on a block. I'm betting it's because of you, isn't it? Yeah, I love rotors for this reason exactly. Wait a second. Nothing's built onto it, so I can just attach it, cut it. Place it there. And this is the, I'd argue, most difficult part. And there we go. Problem solved. Add small head. Wait, I can just add a rotor head. What? You know what? Build vision is weird sometimes. I'm not going to question it. I have learned better than to question space engineers. Okay, so with that, now I can extend all this out by a block. Because, if I'm being honest, I want this to cover, actually be able to go up over. Which, yeah, I can do now, but... Let me go ahead, reverse, off. I can do that, but I'm not... Well, hang on. I'll just build some armor, if you will, and I'll see how I'm gonna like it. Reverse that. And again, this is all just very basic, not necessary. Or, it's not perfectly necessary. No, that's not even the word I would use. Because I'd argue all armor is necessary, but this stuff is more... The way I'm deciding to approach it is a aesthetics choice. I mean, that... Can you still... You can still move freely, so, I mean... Only thing I would need to do is remove these two. That's the main reason I like it. Because I can go, oh hey, the armor is at a point where it's no longer usable. Just discard it. So that's a maybe. Let's see. I guess the first thing would be making the legs a little bit thicker, because right now Let me get a copy of this because I'm kind of happy with where it's at. Rocket launcher. It won't quite destroy a leg, but it'll destroy everything. It'll barely do any damage to a leg, but it will completely shatter everything else. So that's the reason as to why I'm doing this the way I am. I know it's completely extra and not necessary at all. I was like, you know what? This would be interesting if I got it to work. And here I am trying probably a little bit too hard trying to get this thing to work the way I want. So then what I can do is that to armor that little bit up. And that still works. So what I can do is add a little bit of where's the block? There it is. Armor this. Then I'll get the half blocks. Not you. You. There we go. Nope. Would it be a... I think it would be a transition piece. Now that I look at it. Yeah, I think it's going to be in here. Oh, that's going to be so fun to find. Yeah, that's going to be real fun to find. Considering I still have yet to find one. So never mind, I think it's going to be within here. Somewhere. Nope, nope. Close to what I want, but not quite. It's not going to be in here, is it? I mean, not strictly, but... So I need something to fill that. That would probably, I'm guessing, be in here. This is most of the fun I've been having. It's not fun at all. Just trying to figure out the right armor blocks to use. And really, I don't want it to close off. Yeah, Yeah, this part is the annoying bit. Okay, well, whatever. At least for now. I'll find it eventually. There we go. Oh, that is so nice. Now the only question is, does Clang hate it? If Clang hates it, then that... Oh? That's always promising when you see your build not start flipping. I mean, yeah, it fell over, but I expected that.
Meteor storm inbound.
Oh. Well, here. Yeah, Kling does not seem to care. Nice. That is always an exciting moment when you build something and realize, I don't know if this is going to work. And it works. That is probably the best feeling of all. At least from what I've experienced. I almost disconnected that. That would have been bad. Oh, man. All right. So there's that. So the legs are a little bit thicker. I want this merge block to be right there. And I will be essentially cutting this leg off and then pasting it over here, so I only have to do half the work. Because one of the philosophies I use often, maybe a little bit too much, is work smarter, not harder. Because I have worked, I'll be blunt, way too hard on something and then realize, oh, there was a significantly simpler way to do it. So, okay, that block looks right. So then that would be not one of those, one of these. Yeah, one of these that come down. So then how do I get from that block down another step? I genuinely think it might be in here. So that's up. Really? Oh, it's on the wrong axis. I see now. So all I need to do is just simply cause the armor, that's fine, to blend into it a little bit more. Which is, if I'm not mistaken, going to be under here. First try. Oh man, I love it when things are coming together. Especially the way I want them to. That is the best feeling. Alright, so with that, I can then get a... Do I want to do a group of blocks or half blocks? I'll do a group of blocks up to here. Then switch over to half, like that. And I will reverse you to add a little bit extra armor here. Mainly because if that piston breaks, I'm going to be out of luck. Oh my lord. That hugs the piston perfectly. And without clang. Excuse me? And there we go. There we go. So, this bit I'm not sure about, but I will do this to help protect the piston even more, because the only time it would be this exposed is when it is kneeling, which will be for repairs or... Really? Really? I am not complaining. Got it. Okay. So, oh wait, no, I actually want all of this to be half armor, so that way when armor is placed over top of it, it doesn't stick. Dang it. Come here so I can re-level you, please. Thank you. I love it when they're so heavy that they just simply break the thing they're supposed to land on. There. Okay, so the block right... How did I forget that? Of all things, I forgot that the block right above the merge block connects the hinge. So let me go ahead and get rid of all that. So then remove that one, that one. I need to keep that one attached. So how would I even go about that? I mean, detach, reverse. Okay, it was not as big as a puzzle as I initially thought it would be. There we go. So then all I need to do is place a new hinge facing the right direction. Yep. Then this bit will be a little bit risky. I love the fact that you can just smack into something and get it to fix itself. Then turn you back off. And there we go, as if nothing happened. Okay, I'm curious. What would that look like? Pretty good is what it would look like. Okay. Oh man, I love it when things just click. Man, it's such a good feeling. Yeah, that's honestly, I was fully expecting that to not work perfectly, but thankfully I can just simply say, oh well, and rotate it. And there we go. So now, my only concern is... No, that's about the same angle, I think. 87, 88. So that, it's actually a higher angle. Okay. You will not hear me complain about that. Okay, now, time to continue with the armor all the way down to there. I'll bring it up by like 2 blocks maybe to then do a half. And then I will do a plate here. So that way it's obvious that, hey, that you can't place a block on that. Then I'll do that there, since I'm probably going to follow roughly the same shape. And there, of course, they should be stated with, or should be obvious, there will be multiple merge blocks, so in case one gets damaged, the armor doesn't just fall off. I actually need to check that. Will armor fall off, or will this fall off? It will fall off if it's damaged. Got it. I mean, that doesn't change my plan at all. That just makes me realize, oh, hey, there needs to be additional safety. But really, all I'm doing is designing the underlying mechanic, or mechanics, that then will be built over top of by both Reich and I. Because the whole goal of this is for us to be able to just build and then customize a mech however we see fit. So what I will do, which I think will be an interesting idea, is bring this to about here. I'm thinking about that much. Then having it come all the way back like that. Then, of course, what I will do is exactly the block I was looking for, but what I'll reverse you to actually get you down and out of the way. Then there, to place you there. Basically, the goal of this is to pretty much armor up the leg, to put it very simply. Even though, yeah, this is the basic skeleton, I still want it to be able to take a hit or two. Basically, this is giving the armor a set shape that needs to be followed, and I really don't like that block. Let me set its maximum. So 1.9 is its absolute maximum, so I'll say 0.5 in reverse. It's gonna need to be more. There we go. That's good. 5. There we go. What I really need to do is just simply this. That way I can basically tell, oh hey, is it clanging out or is it perfectly fine? So it gets locked up a little bit there, but also, never mind, I have maxed out the torque. Okay, how does that look? Then what I will do here is add, not that, there we go. One of those right there. So then after that, how do I want to do this? Oh! Okay, that's probably not good. Oh, I see. 3. There's that, then 5. Yep. There we go. Okay. So this bit of the armor, I think I'm gonna have some problems with. Maybe. That's a big maybe now that I think about it some more. Because if I have it start angling down right here, so that it basically follows this, that might work. Because right now, this is the calf that I'm trying to make. That is 5. Well, with this, what I would do is simply have more of these. Actually, no, I would want something from this menu. Or from this selection. I think? Yep. That was number 6. Yep. There we go. All right. So with that, wait a second. Oh, I see the issue here. Oh, that's actually kind of a big issue. So what I want to do then, so for those of you who are wondering what the issue is, currently the armor that is placed is hugging the hinge, right? The only problem is the armor that is hugging is a part of this grid, not this grid. But if I were to reverse it, honestly, if I basically do that, that should help me tell the difference what is what grid, and then I will do this right here. There we go. And I should probably remove that. There we go. Oh, that looks... It doesn't look great, but it'll help me build in the long run. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, first of all, turn this hinge on. Turn that... That hinge has been on? Oh, that explains some... Don't. Have you been on? No, you have not been on. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is detach that. That's fine. Then set your velocity. Okay. Off. Oh, I see the issue. I will need to reset that, which is fine. There we go. So then, I will do it in this blue. Then I will... Alright. So now... Toggle you off, attach, then I need to toggle you off as well. Then, that's why it was struggling. Also, you need your inertia tensors on. That should help. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Hoping it doesn't cling out. So you're on, you're off with no braking torque. You're off with no braking torque. Honestly, I'm going to say no torque right now. You are off, no braking torque, and no torque. I should also probably add a little bit of a limit. That way it's a little bit smoother. Yep. So why are you so wiggly? Your share inertia tensor should be on. Yeah. Was that it? So it still does it. Braking torque is none. Maybe doing that will fix it. I think that fixed it. From what I can tell, it's fixed. So I'll stop messing with that now. So then, continuing in this very bright color scheme, which honestly I'm fine with because it allows me to see it significantly easier, especially in this weather, which I which I can stop when I want. But honestly, I think the ambience is nice, so I'm not going to. But I want the half block. Another Raider drop pod. Are you? You aren't rotated far enough to the right to see it. Alright. Well, let's rotate you then. I am struggling like there's no tomorrow, apparently. Oh well, as long as the Raiders don't break anything, I'll be fine. Weather, remove. Oh, I don't think the ankle was supposed to rotate, but that should be fine. Admin. There. So it's beginning to become day. All right. So there's that. So that way armor can be placed. Let's see. No clang? Okay, so this will have to be lower, closer towards the ankle. Got it. Probably like right there. So that way it's not too close, but also not too far. Well, no, the biggest thing is not too close. There we go. All right. So I'll say that is probably the shin done. Now I can move on to the feet, or I can work on the upper leg. I think just for, since it's going to be significantly more simple, I'm going to start on the leg. Velocity. As for how I'm going to make this be able to have customizable armor, I have no idea yet. But I'm going to figure it out. So this, of course, needs to be a different color. What color should the feet be? You know what? I haven't done green yet. Well, if I'm... you know what? No, I'll do it. I've been watching Black Armor, or Black Armor's tutorial series on making mechs, and his recommendation is have the parts that'll provide forward momentum in blue, and the parts that will provide your vertical movement that you need in red. So I'm going to do that. I mean, realistically, I could make it so that the feet aren't modular, but... or customizable. What are you shooting at? I mean, I will say, just watching it lift its arm to wipe something off the face of the planet is kind of terrifying. I have no idea what you're attacking this time. Yeah, no clue. No clue whatsoever, but that's fine. Alright. So, I could work on this, but I'm not going to. So this, as far as the knee goes... Dang it! I thought I fixed that. Apparently I didn't. How does that work? It doesn't. You stop at 84. Okay. Okay. I guess I'll just have to wait and see how that does here in a couple minutes to an hour. Okay, so as far as the foot goes, how am I even going to design this? Because truth be told, I want it to hug the hinge, but also I don't want it to hug the hinge. But making it hug the hinge might be the easiest solution. Or, I don't know why I didn't think about this, just make the foot entirely customizable. I mean, I could. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. That just simply seems... What are you doing? Something was broken? Thank you? Yeah, I have no idea where you're going, but... Okay, sure. Honestly, that might be the simplest solution. And if I do that, then I will definitely make this hinge reversed. So that way the hinge gets hugged. Now, the biggest problem is getting a hinge on there. Which hopefully won't be too dangerous. So let me... That's the knee. I want the hinge. Thank you. Let me grab a copy of this. And there we go. Problem solved. Nice. Perfect. Revert. Would help if it was on, probably. There we go. And... Okay. So honestly, yeah, I'm thinking merge block, then another merge block, then... Let me grab control of that piston to then extend it so I can continue working on the foot. I said the piston, please. Thank you. Or I can do something way simpler and just make it so that the foot cannot be customized. I like that idea a little bit more. Or, one last alternative. I do something like this, where, yeah, sure, it's custom, or it's still customizable, but it still has a basic shape. Which I think I'm going to be happier with. And also, I'm pretty sure this foot is, at least right now, way too small for the mech's size. At least overall. Alright. Alright, so how would I even go about doing this? Because I don't want the merge blocks to just be shot off, but also I want it to be able to be disconnected. So, idea. Well, no, that'll only work on one side. So then that'll have to be like that. Okay. I can probably bend the leg so it's not so far from the ground. Thank you. So now that's actually the block I wanted exactly. Then another one right there. So then on this side, it'll be somewhat similar. If I can figure out the rotation controls, that is. I mean, I could also get away with this one. Nope. That one only. There we go. Well, on the contrary, there we go. Don't know why I had so much trouble saying that. Or I could make it obvious, oh hey, a piece of armor attaches right here. You know what? I like the idea of that more. Instead of trying to hide it within the armor itself, just making it extremely obvious. Oh hey, something goes here. And then, I did not mean to press that. And it falls off. Perfect. So there's that bit done. Let me go ahead and rotate you upwards some. So then let me replicate that on the other side. You are supposed to have a limit of 50. There we go. Yep. There's that, then. And I will extend it so that the entire block or the entire thing's encompassed by it. Or make the foot wider so that it can hold everything. Honestly, I'm liking that idea a little bit more. Yeah, this is the fun of building a mech, where there are so many design decisions that have not been made. But I do know I want this thing to have essentially a toe. I know that for a fact, and that will be added, but I'm thinking maybe do half blocks along the bottom. Because I want that, definitely. Then I'll bring it back by maybe 3. That foot is probably not anywhere near big enough, but that's fine for now. Because I need to remember there will be armor going on it. That'll definitely change the shape. Then I will set your limit to 0. I'm going to reverse you. Honestly, yeah, I think that'll look fine. Then, let me go ahead and add, I'm thinking a total of probably 4 merge blocks. Well, if I'm going to do that, then I'm going to cut the feet in half. This way, it just simply gives backup in case one of these merge blocks break. And honestly, I'm going to give them a little bit more obvious hints that, oh, hey, they're here. Or they exist, I should say. Not a, oh yeah, they're here, but we don't talk about them. That's not what I'm looking for, or looking to do. So then I do know that half blocks will go across the bottom. Then, just so I'm not replicating all of this, then I want, not you. Didn't 6 have the part? I'm still on the part I need. Perfect. So then I'm going to move around here, place that. Then a two by 1 slope on both sides. All right. Well, I seriously need to keep in mind that in all reality, it's going to be that wide. Oh, wait, it's going to be that wide, meaning 5 blocks. There's a chance for the feet to hit, but I mean, hang on. Let me do something that I haven't done. There's half a block? Wait a second. Something's not right. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That'll be good. Especially if someone were to say, oh, I don't know, add half block there, half block there. Oh yeah, no, I think that's going to be fine. Okay, my near concern is unjustified. All right. So then I will do that there, then block like that. Then one more block to actually cap this, which is 5. No, 6. There we go. There's that. That's going to be basically the toe. Then the toe's going to come out maybe 2 blocks. Yeah. 2 blocks. Then it's going to angle downward. Like that. Then let me hop under here. Nope, not merge. There we go. So then your lower limit will be your upper limit will be 0. All right. Your lower limit, I'll say, will be minus 45. So instead of these, I will do those. No, not those. No, not those either, because those are full blocks. That won't work. Yeah, I think really my only option will be to use, yeah, would be to use these. Yeah, okay. I mean, I do need to keep in mind this is only a skeleton. So let me real quickly. I would say, well, since it is the toe, it's going to be thinner overall. Yeah, these are the fun times of building a mech. But unfortunately, I'm all out of time for today's episode, so I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, all that amazing stuff, and I'll see all of you in the next episode. Bye, guys!